weeks of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 77 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. What a spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. This carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, this is Kamara, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Gay's kick is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Love, they go play action now. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
Yeah. They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Those are the runs the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
From the 27, Love. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action this time with Love. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some more.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
penalty. That puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing out. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to someone else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Love now to pass on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw now. Here's Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Love. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Love looking to throw it.
Oh, my God.
This is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play?
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive, because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Hayward. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. If they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run. It's Kamara. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, an even 90 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Partner, like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have moved down in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action. Love to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendencies? And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack.
Love.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Point after try forthcoming. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. The bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns, but all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run. And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. With a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. We take another look at Seattle's offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Play fake. Here's Love. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards to pick up there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Finds a seam inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On the ground, Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Kamara. Finding room to the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 7. At time, a huge factor. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Here's Love. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Love. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.